One drill can make all the difference in the world when it comes to self-defense. I'm Teitsort. I'm going to share that drill with you today in this episode of Chronicles of a Culture Changer. Are you a regular person, non-ninja? Guess what? That's me. I always try to find the things that work more often than not, things that would speed me up because I was never some super athlete. This drill that I first learned it is called the Broken 8. It's one drill, tons of options, whether it's two sticks in your hand, whether it's one stick and an empty hand, whether it's two empty hands, whether it's a screwdriver, a hammer, an ice pick, whatever you can think of. If it's something that's either can, stab, slash, or as a blunt object, this drill makes sense. So if you'll master the drill and worry about the lines that are between you and the bad guy, it's one drill to give you a ton of options. I'm not a ninja, but having one drill such as the Broken 8 that translates into so many different skills, why not learn it? You do a drill to dissolve the drill. You're not practicing a drill because you will fight or defend yourself using the drill because the bad guy doesn't know the drill. It's the attributes you take from it when you need it. First time I learned this drill, I was confused. I thought, man, I'll never get this. But shortly after training it, I thought, oh my goodness, this works beautifully with the double tap. So a stick drill that will transfer to just about any tool that you can put in your hands, whether it be a hammer, sticks, knives, safety shears, or empty hand. Guys, this drill makes sense. If you learn it, give it its practice, it will increase not only your reaction timing because you won't think about where your hands are going to be, they're not going to get tangled up, you won't whack yourself or stab yourself in the leg or in your own body. So it is a drill, while difficult to learn at first, has a ton of applications. When you think of the stick, don't just use dowel rods. These are actual rattan. You can buy them from just about any company, and if you look here, you will see how the rattan looks like a bunch of strands, as if you were to take a broom and twist it really tight, so it's like a bunch of straws together. Well, that's what gives these their strength. And so when you're striking objects with them or banging sticks together with a training partner, this stick will begin to fray, but it won't explode. Other woods, like of course a dowel rod or broomstick or anything like that, the chances of it exploding in your face when you've struck something is pretty great. So if you're going to train with the tool and actually hit something with the tool, if you're not going to hit anything with it, by all means use a dowel rod. But if you're going to hit something with it, please make sure that you're using rattan or some sort of a baton that won't explode in your face. When it comes to sticks, I'm not asking you to be a stick fighter. I don't need us to be that. But I will tell you, as a regular guy that I am, this drill, training with the sticks, sped up my empty hand. It also gave me more options. So if you've trained with us for any amount of time, you already have the double tap drill. The double tap is going to be almost half of this drill. The double tap blends beautifully with the Broken 8. The Broken 8 blends beautifully with the double tap. If you think of our double tap, the double tap only had 2 beats. Parry, and then a momentary elbow control as this hand went back to the ready. It's either to go on the elbow for a drill or it becomes the first beat of a distraction, something along those lines. The Broken 8 still has the same first movements, but then where the third beat goes is slightly different. It's essentially going head, somewhere towards the leg, back to the head, or in some systems they've called it heaven and earth. So you have heaven, earth, heaven, heaven, earth, heaven, high, low, high, high, low, high, head, leg, head, head, leg, head. So if you thought of the double tap even, if I'm in a defensive stance, my parry went to the head, and although this one comes up, it's still this tangling of the hands right here that actually is an untangling, keeps them from being tangled. So it was the parry, and then this momentary elbow control would be similar to the head, leg. See, it's just my hand is turned different.